on now?
Yeah.
Well, welcome back, everybody. I'm still getting set up, but I'm here. We normally wouldn't go back to back and do call-in shows 2 weeks in a row, but Josh is here. That was it.
Happy to have you.
But Josh is here. So today we are going to be looking for. There's a lot of questions that have been answered about me. I think I've answered most of them. At this point, I think there's basically everything has been answered on the internet. I will briefly answer questions if you got them, but mostly we're looking for life advice questions. Like if you've got a question you want to ask me or Brooks or Banana or Josh, we want to hear from you. You guys hear from me all the time. I post 4 times a week. You hear plenty from me. I want to hear from you guys. I'm still trying to find.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to find. There's one thing that gives me.
It's this thing.
It's all wrapped up. There we go. I got it. No, I got it. I've got it. I don't need that. But so we changed the phone system a little bit this week. Instead of having 75 calls ring through at once, there's going to be one ringing through, and that means once it starts ringing, you should be ready. That means you're going to be the next person on. If you get the ringing, you're next. So be ready. Everybody else keep on trying, but I think, do we have a call ringing through right now, Brooks?
We have like 7 calls.
Let's see who the first person is.
They're on.
You're on.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
You should be on.
Hello?
We got him.
Hello.
You just gave me, just so you know, you gave me a mild heart attack.
Oh my god, hello?
Now we both have heart attacks. Who's this?
Is this Pete Gustin?
It definitely is. Who's this?
Oh my god!
It-
I actually got a hold of you.
yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. My name is Daniel. I live in Watertown, New York, and you're one of my favorite YouTubers.
Well,
That's
thank you,
awesome.
Daniel from Watertown, New York. I appreciate that.
You actually really inspire me a lot, knowing that you could do all of the surfing stuff as a blind person, and it really amazes me.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I get a lot of help. I'm surrounded by people that help me do all the things that I aspire to do in life. Do you have a specific question, or you just wanted to say hi?
I what's your I'm sorry, I don't really have a question, but my friend is watching this, and I was wondering if you could say hi to him for me, shout him out.
Hi.
Sure, what's his name?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna go to the next caller.
Brooks is moving on, but thank you so much for the call from New York. I appreciate it.
New caller, you're on.
New caller. Hello.
Hi, Pete. This is Beth.
Ooh.
I'm so thrilled to be calling you. I'm wondering if you're writing another book.
I would love to write another book, but it is a very, very time-consuming process. I wrote the 3. Thank you for asking, by the way. It's always nice to have the opportunity to plug my books. I think a lot of people know me as a voice actor. A lot of people know me as a YouTuber. I try and mention the books every now and then. They were just a huge passion project of mine. One of the books has 2 main characters based on our relationship. There's a guy who does a bunch of stuff, but he's basically lost and confused in life without the woman directing him. She's the driving force behind everything. That's the book called The Skill Conspiracy. I don't have any plans to do it right now. It's just such a long, involved project, and voice acting and YouTubing is taking up a lot of time. Did you actually read any of the my initial 3 books?
Absolutely, I did.
Wow, thank you.
Which one did you like the best?
Oh my gosh. I think the first one.
Wish was my
And
first
I was
one.
so amazed that you had written one, and how wonderfully I liked it.
Well,
I liked them all.
thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm one of your earliest subscribers. I'm known as Prairie Stork online.
Oh, I'm actually excited you got through. Prairie Stork was literally, you're talking about when we had 400 subscribers and we were just doing the long form videos.
100.
Oh my gosh, 100 you said.
Wow, I'm really excited you got through. This is why,
Yeah, me too, obviously.
this is why I wanted to hear the voices of the people that have been watching, and it's so cool to hear your voice. You and Dawn in Hawaii were I would post a video and I'd get 2 comments. It'd be you and Dawn. I'm like, well, somebody's watching.
Awesome.
Well, I'm so thrilled that you finally have the subscriber numbers that you deserve, and may they continue to grow.
Well,
Thank
thank you.
so much for doing this.
Wow, thank you for the support.
Thank you for calling.
People are saying that caller audio is low.
Take care.
Caller audio
You
is
too.
low.
Yeah.
Well, her phone was a little.
Yeah, but I think everyone's saying it's very
Okay.
quiet. So.
I just bumped the caller audio.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so
Sorry.
much.
Bye.
All right. Caller, you're on.
Next caller should be
Caller
nice and
number
loud.
3.
Whoop! What was that noise?
Ew, that was a fun noise.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, you get text messages.
Oh,
Hi, how are
great.
you?
Hey.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we can. Who's this? Wow, we're getting a lot of New Yorkers tonight. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. What just jumped on me? Oh, Skylar just jumped on me. Voice acting is just kind of one of those careers you just gotta start doing. It's I feel like I'd have to do a whole hour-long podcast to explain the whole path, but basically you just decide that you want to do
wait,
it.
Hold on. The people are saying now there's no caller audio.
No caller audio. Did I go the wrong way?
Hold on.
Oh, can you? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can they hear? They should be able to hear the caller right now. I'm gonna bypass this. It's gonna be we're gonna have a little bit quietness, but I'm just gonna bypass.
Okay, wait. Now saying everyone's saying it's good now.
Oh, it's good now. Okay.
Problem solved.
It's good now. There we go. Okay, we're good now.
You guys are getting a real view into what really goes
I
on
liked-
with Pete
This
and
is what
audio
voice
equipment.
acting is about.
This
Yeah.
is our day to
Messing
day.
Whoa, whoa,
with your voice.
Someone just pulled on
Your
wires. I'm
microphone.
going to get to your question in just a second. I wanted to keep this raw because I didn't want to do. We have software that allow us to screen and get people on, but I think it's really fun just to have people come on. So we're doing it that way on purpose. But you are going to have a little glitch every now and then. But I feel like we've got that figured out. We're still good, Brooks. And
Everyone's saying it's good now.
Okay, I got into voice acting just because I wanted to, and I actually started with an internship at a radio station, and it allowed me the opportunity to get into the booth overnight and practice voiceovers, and from there I just kind of made some connections and started offering other radio stations and other markets free voiceovers. That's kind of the way it is in the world of internships. I just started doing stuff for free and practiced for about a decade, and finally someone started paying me after a while. But it was a long road. But if it's something you're passionate about, just start taking classes. There's all sorts of online classes these days for voice acting, and practice and repetition are your two best friends to get better at it. They,
Are you playing a video game?
no, we're getting text.
Thank you.
Thank you for the call.
Okay.
Is that what that noise is? The boop? We get
Yeah,
text
it's a text.
messages? Oh, that's
New
kind of
caller,
funny.
you're on. Life advice questions only, please.
Hello. Hey,
Hello.
who's this? Cool. I don't think we've ever had a Georgia call before. What you got for us today?
People are saying no audio again. Caller disappeared again.
I didn't do anything.
He's obsessed with the audio.
Yeah,
Mr.
well, people
Question.
can't hear you for some reason. Do you think I should?
Hang on one second.
Yeah. Do you think I should do the bypass on this?
I don't know.
Because or does it take a second to everybody's gonna hear a weird loud pop for a second.
There is no need to text. We're not gonna look at them. Or
All right,
Maybe
that's I just
later.
bypassed something, so
Okay.
the audio should be there.
I don't know.
So the question was, if I wasn't, what was it? One more time?
If you weren't surfing, what would you be doing?
Huh. So surfing is just I'd probably be stuck in the studio doing more voiceovers.
He'd probably be home doing chores that I had arranged.
Yeah, there are a lot of chores. It's surfing for me is it's the one thing that I work. I think people watch the videos and they think that I surf all day and just kind of do some voiceovers every now and then. It's more like 16 hours a day of voiceovers, and then I make time an hour and change on Saturday and an hour change on Sunday, and I get out, and that's really the time when I feel like I'm living and enjoying myself. So if I wasn't surfing on the weekends, I'd probably be going a little crazy. It's the thing that keeps me grounded and the thing I look forward to all week long.
Oh.
Thank you for the call. Let's see if we can grab another one and see if the audio will be
Some people are saying
working.
it's too loud now.
Well,
You can also
that
ask
was
more
the
questions about the
New
other
caller,
people.
you're on. Life advice questions only, please.
I'm really just calling just to say, Pete, I just want to say huge thanks for all the inspiration you've given me. You are really the person that really showed me that nothing's impossible, to be honest.
Well, that's great to hear. That's the attitude I took on as things started to look like they were more and more impossible, and as life got harder and harder, I had to decide whether I was going to let that disability and that giant roadblock of losing my eyesight kind of end my life as it was, or kind of take a different road and start doing different things differently. And that was a very hard thing to come to grips with. Like, I couldn't do the things that I used to, and I certainly couldn't do them the way that I used to. But in order to keep on living, I had to find different ways, and that did that with a lot of help and a lot of friends and a lot of support from a really amazing banana, and started living a different life that was very, very fulfilling. But I believe that that's possible for anybody in any situation to most degrees. Um,
Ask him about his hobbies.
yeah. Okay, Maggie. Banana wants to know about your hobbies.
So really, all I do is, well, I do work really hard in school. I know it's not really a hobby, but
Oh,
well,
that counts.
the main thing the main thing I tend to do is just really just help people like that are like me, because throughout my life I've had like a lot of like it's gonna get a little upsetting for a second, so excuse me for that. But I've had a lot of like not so good moments in life, and I've had a lot of just I've been depressed a lot, and so the one thing that kind of makes me like the one thing I do is like I help people that are like going
Who
through
have
the
also
same things
had-
as me.
Yeah, who've also had challenges.
That's
Yeah.
extraordinarily admirable. I think that's great. If you
Yeah,
can,
and
you
it's
can.
also good that you can share that. So I think that's important.
Yeah, I've had a
Yeah.
few comments and a few people over the past few months saying that they're struggling with depression, and I think depression is a adjunct to what I've dealt with. Like, losing your eyesight causes depression. I feel like, I guess, a lot of the people that watch the videos relate to having to overcome something like that, and so I think it's great that a lot of people have been sharing. I appreciate you calling up and telling the story.
Yeah, thank you for calling.
All right, I'm
Am I-
going to screen people now.
How you doing that?
I'm going to ask them if they have a life advice question. Caller, before Pete says anything, do you have a question about your own life to ask Pete?
Oh, you
Yeah.
scared him. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
okay,
guys.
cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
I heard click. Who's this?
I'm Tyler from
Tyler.
from Tennessee.
Cool. Tyler from Tennessee.
Tyler from Tennessee?
What is the question, Tyler from Tennessee?
Oh, sorry. How did you learn how to play guitar without being able to see?
Brooks
That's
is
not
This
a
gonna-
is
life
not a
advice
question about Pete's life. This is a question about your life. I'm gonna be the bad guy here. It has to be about
Brooks
your
is
own
gonna
life,
have a
okay?
fit if you don't
I'm
ask a life
officially
advice
stepping
question.
in. So do you have a question about your own life to ask for Pete's advice on?
Nice guy, bad guy.
It is about my own life.
But you're asking him how he played guitar.
So you want his advice as to how you can play guitar?
How long did it take you?
All right,
Oh
we're
boy.
Good. I just want to be good.
everyone.
Get your life advice
Questions
question
about
together.
your life.
I don't mind answering
All
questions
right,
about
caller,
me.
you're on. What's a question about your life that you can ask Pete's advice on?
Oh,
Okay.
you're scared. Brooks is scaring people away.
Next caller,
This
do you
just
have
got
a question
entertaining.
about your own life you can ask Pete? I'm sorry I'm
Um,
being harsh.
Well, I moved away from home, so I'm just wondering, how do you get to deal with loneliness?
How do I do? How about you phrase it? Let's make Brooks happy.
Wait,
You-
that was
that's a good one.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
good
I was
one.
gonna say.
That's
I was
a
gonna
good
say how. If you phrase it, how do
I
I
could
deal with
rephrase it.
loneliness?
No, you
I
did
got
good.
you. I'm getting nervous on your behalf because of Brooks over here.
Oh, no. I'm just saying, like, how do you deal with being far away from home, from friends, or from people that you've been so close to for a long time?
So I'm going to go back about a decade and a half to answer that better for you, because when I moved out here, I moved with Banana. At least we came out together and we made friends. Not that long. Met Josh pretty quickly. But when I moved to New York, I went from Boston to New York, and I knew nobody at all. and I was afraid to do the public transportation system in New York. So my office was in Times Square and my apartment was in Times Square, and I was surrounded by millions and millions and millions of people, but I didn't know anybody. I didn't have any friends at all. So I really kind of threw myself in my work. It's actually where I started my band. The condo that I lived in was 200 West 54th Street. I was in the penthouse apartment, and the penthouse
Everyone
was
go there.
Penthouse J. And the I know there's a sign. We don't have a camera operator today, but there's a sign up there that
Focus
says
on the
Penthouse J.
loneliness aspect.
So, in starting the band, I started to meet people that were going to write the music with me, and then people that were going to do shows with me. And then I started a hobby that helped me connect to other people. I do take a long time
Yeah.
to give answers,
You
don't I?
really do.
Yep.
It's so long.
What can he do?
So find something.
Well-
This is what I keep telling
Yeah.
Banana. Find
Join
a
it.
hobby, join
Yeah.
a group, join a club, something that you enjoy, that other people.
Community stuff, like a lot of times we'll have, community like softball or,
Find Facebook groups.
Banana started a tennis group, and that's how she made some of her friends out here.
Yep.
And I met Josh and Brooks through surfing. So, yeah, especially when you move to a new place or when you leave home for the first time, it's kind of terrifying. But you just got to find people with similar interests, similar likes, similar hobbies, and then you guys will hopefully start to get along and get together.
Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you picked up,
Thank you.
and
for
I'll
calling.
I'll go
Thank you
try
for
and do
having
new
me. Yeah,
hobbies.
life-advice question.
Everyone, be more like Jaden. Okay.
Jaden was
Okay,
awesome.
Thank you, Jaden.
All right, we got a caller. What is your question for Pete about your own life? Life advice.
I have some. Oh, hold up.
Hold up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got you.
Hey, Pete. I have a tip for you guys, and one question, real quick.
Okay.
The tip is, you guys should probably get a line thing that like cues the calls, so we don't have to like call bomb. That's how I got.
Okay, this isn't
in touch with you.
technical advice for
Okay,
Pete.
alright.
This is a question
And
All right,
also-
I will
about
take
your
that on
life.
your advice.
I'm not tolerating it
Big
anymore.
I will.
I'm not. So what question do you have for Pete about your own life?
Well, I sort of experienced skiing blind partially today. I was skiing at Attitash, and
New England.
I couldn't see anything.
Oh, it was like a
And
whiteout?
yeah, it was like completely white. I couldn't see like anything, and I noticed I couldn't control like anything. How do you do that? How do you like keep it in control?
Well, it's fortunately I didn't just go blind instantaneously halfway down a ski slope on Attitash Mountain all at once. I feel like that would be kind of petrifying. I've had years to develop my sense of direction, my hearing, and also I try and keep a coach nearby. Just today, Josh and I were walking through some really crowded streets in Oceanside, and it was just a combination of making sure that the conversation was going, so I knew where his voice was and I could follow him.
That's why you talk so much?
Yeah, and also Josh has this really fun habit of stomping his feet as he walks when he knows that I'm starting to get lost, and so I follow his footsteps. It's for me, it's auditory cues, and if I was consistently skiing blind, I would probably ski the same slope a lot, so I could get used to it, and just kind of have the mental map in my head.
All right, that was a good enough answer. Moving on. All right, caller, you're on. What life advice questions do you have for Pete about your own life?
Hello?
All right, you lost.
You lost.
Caller, you're on.
Versus
What
over
life
playing
advice
game.
questions do you have for Pete about your own life?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we got you. What's your name?
My name is Santiago. I'm calling in from Idaho.
Santiago from Idaho. What is your question? Make Brooks happy.
I'm trying to learn how to surf. Do you have any advice on how I can learn to do it easier?
Where did you say he was from?
I don't know.
Idaho.
Yeah,
Is there
where
a
are
lot of
you-
surfing in
yeah,
Idaho?
Where are you practicing?
You can kind of surf on the rivers a little bit because they just get a little wild, but
That's cool.
That's kind of cool.
Indo board.
I would I actually I cried in the shower the second time I tried surfing because I was so bad at it, and I was kind of down to the sports. Like I couldn't do baseball, tennis, basketball. Like there was so many things I couldn't do anymore because of my eyesight, and I was like, I'm gonna do surfing, and I was so bad at it. I was having such a hard time like popping up and trying to get my feel of the ocean that I literally wept about it a little bit. It was very frustrating.
It's pretty sad, Pete.
But
Yeah.
it's you have to. It's just if you're trying to get good at surfing or anything, you basically just have to stick with it. Don't be banana and bail.
Oh, shut up. Whatever.
She broke
Are
her
you just
toe.
practicing your balance though.
Pete, is there a way to raise the volume overall?
Doing
No,
pop-ups, like
No, okay.
push-ups,
no, because
Okay.
yeah.
and then like the
There's a
balance
technical
board, I'd
reason.
say, too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you get something you could practice at home, like a balance board.
Mavo, we apologize, but this is just how it is for now.
I mean, we could bounce that thing to 20, and then we could go up over. But I think everybody's just gonna have to put their volume on high.
We are all for justice for Mavo, but yeah, it's just too complicated, guys. Sorry.
I mean,
can also
is it
speed
a
up.
major? Is
No,
everybody
no,
saying?
there's a deaf guy in the chat who just is
Oh.
having trouble.
I don't know how to sign. It would be kind of useless for me to sign.
Yeah.
Well, I could sign, but I wouldn't be able
Just
to get it back.
blast it on your speaker. Put your
Mhm.
Bose connected to your phone and crank it.
Do you have another call for us, Brooks?
Oh yeah, thank you,
Nice
sir.
meeting you, man.
I think the
Caller Elon Cohen, what advice do you seek from Pete?
Brooks knows your name.
Sometimes
Oh,
it could
wait,
be their
wait,
mom's
wait.
name. You know, it's just the phone.
Oh,
owner.
oh.
All right,
No,
he
no,
wants to
you're
talk.
right.
The guy
Brooks
who
is
wants to talk.
confusing him. Go ahead. Elon, is that your name?
Oh, hello. I'm Matthew from Chicago.
Oh, Matthew.
All right,
Brooks
that's
totally
it's easier
lied.
to say.
Zoom is not correct.
All right,
I will no
Matthew.
longer say names.
Okay.
I'm cooking dinner tonight, and I don't have that many ingredients. So, when making pasta, what ingredients do you recommend that are just quick and easy to use?
Great
Okay,
question.
this is a good question. So pasta. So I didn't. I can tell this story. So
Oh, God.
I couldn't read the
He
back
cooks
of
when
the.
he eats onions.
I
so
couldn't
no
read the
onions.
Kraft macaroni and cheese box when I was making macaroni and cheese for the first time, and I mean for like the first
Okay.
3 months. So I boiled the pasta, then I threw the cheese on top, and I mixed it together, and I ate it like that for about 3 months until my roommate finally caught me, and he's like, "Dude, you're supposed to put like milk and butter in there as well." I was like, "Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that."
you could do just water.
And then, well, it was pretty lame, but I did learn. So then I started experimenting with adding milk and butter, and I found one of the most delicious dishes I made in my 20s when I didn't have any money and I just had to throw something together. Was pasta with a crap load of butter. It's delicious. I loved it.
Salt and pepper.
So-
Oh,
if you-
I had pasta with butter is really good. I've had that before. I'll try that again tonight. Thank you.
Sure.
Add some zucchini in
All
there.
right, next caller. Caller, you're on. What life advice do you seek from the great Pete Gustin?
I'm sorry. Hello.
Yeah. Who's this?
Hi. Yeah. Sorry. My name is Harley from Illinois. Wow. Sorry. I wasn't expecting to actually
Yeah,
get
you're
through.
on.
Wow.
What's
Yeah,
the
what's up?
What's up, Harley? What's
Okay. So, I guess I guess
Brooks is
Yeah,
back.
you're
Yeah.
too shocked that you got through. It's okay.
You gotta say hi though.
Next caller. What is your life advice you seek from Pete?
You're on.
Oh, we got a butt dial.
No,
All
we.
right, you're out.
Oh wow, Brooks is tough on the trigger tonight.
What life advice do you seek from Pete, caller?
I don't need an advice. I just want to say thank you
All
for
right,
what
then
you
you're
do.
not. Sorry,
I have.
Hey, he's being
And
nice.
yeah.
Caller, you're on. What life advice do
We
you seek from
appreciate
Pete?
it. We
We are not
appreciate
taking
it.
anyone who does not have a life advice question. That's
Hi.
me.
Hi.
Don't hang up on the kid. Don't.
Okay.
Give the kid a second.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm not a kid. I'm 18 years old.
Oh,
My
okay.
God.
You sounded. I'm
Then
sorry.
you're literally an
Pete,
adult.
that hurt.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Wow. I love it.
I was
Okay.
trying to defend you from Brooks, and you sounded younger. All right.
Okay, what's your name?
18-year-old adult. What is your name? Okay.
Wow. My name's Ada, and I'm visually impaired.
Okay, Ada. Now you sound older. My bad. And I got to get my hearing checked too. Now I got too many problems. Go ahead, Ada. Sorry. What's your question?
I'm visually impaired, and my question, because I know you have a license to carry, and I watched
Okay.
the video. You were like, I handed the guy, and the Uber driver, the wrong card, and they were like, oh, okay, what?
That was a good one.
That's an old
Yep.
video. That's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
I love it.
How did you get that?
I have Brooks. I will answer this one just real quick, Brooks. There's a whole video. It's called "How Did a Blind Guy Get a License to Carry?" In 15 seconds or less, so Brooks doesn't immediately hang up. I basically just took the safety classes. I got a special private instructor who taught me how to safely shoot. And I ended up passing the test. There is a test you have to take in Massachusetts. You have to pass the test. You have to speak to the local officials, and he deemed me acceptable to be issued a license. And that's about how I got it. I just went through all the proper, appropriate routes.
Concisely.
I like hearing you. I like hearing your videos.
Thank
you.
you.
Make me smile when you do the.
Next caller.
Thank you very much, Ada, who was not a kid.
Caller, what
fully
life
adult.
advice do you seek from Pete?
If or what is your ideal?
This is a question about Pete's life or your own life?
What is your ideal wave to surf?
Ideal wave. I have not surfed it yet. I need.
I think that's a good enough answer.
Yeah, I need.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Caller, what life advice do you seek from
hello.
Pete? Oh, Skylar's
Yes, I do have one about life advice.
Great, thank you.
And what's your
Go for
name?
it.
How is it that you got to start a YouTube channel, and any advice on starting one?
How did I start? I was
Signed
actually.
up and
Well, I was
Yeah.
I was interviewed on Fox 5 San Diego, and they told a little bit of the story, and we really liked it, and we really appreciated it. And some people told us that they saw it and they were inspired, but I felt like they left a lot out. And I realized, I'm like, there's more to this story. Maybe we could reach more people. Maybe we could inspire more people. How could I do that? And I was like, oh, YouTube. And actually, I asked Banana what she thought, and I asked Josh about starting
I
it.
was gonna say, I feel like it was more like you and Josh conspire, or I don't know. You probably had the idea, but then Josh encouraged you, and I was like, oh my god.
Well, Josh's sister had just started like Instagram, I think, or YouTube or something, and so he knew someone that was doing social media. I was like, okay. So we basically just signed up for the account and started doing it, and we got like no views except for Prairie Stork and Don from Hawaii for about a year, and then the shorts started to hit, and we just kind of kept the content coming. It is a lottery, though. I mean, it really is, as far as I can tell. Good content will generally find its way to being shown to the world, but a lot of good content also will not get shown. So if it's something you want to do it because you enjoy it, not because you're trying to get views.
Great answer. Moving on.
Is that a good one, Banana?
Caller, what life advice do you seek from Pete?
Caller, what life advice do you seek from Pete?
Yeah, I can hear you in the background.
Yeah, he's echoing.
Yeah, I muted you.
Okay,
I'm sorry
cool.
about that. I didn't expect you. I just because I woke up 2 years ago and I didn't lose my eyesight completely, but went to 2400, corrected, and now it's even worse. And I just want to know. Well, I just came upon your videos, and it just kind of helped. And I wanted to say thank you. And I know, like, for me, my biggest thing was not be able to drive anymore, which was a big thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Pete struggles with that.
Yeah, it's mildly annoying that everybody else can just be like, oh, I'm just gonna go to the store, and I'm like, I can't get there.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, and it was not be able to like the grandkids, stuff like that. It's hard to see definition.
It comes with a lot of challenges. I appreciate you sharing your story.
Yeah.
Good guy, bad guy.
Yeah, he was pretty.
Caller,
Thank you
what
for calling.
life advice do you seek from Pete? What?
Hello.
Hey, who's this?
Hey, this is Jordan from Maine.
Jordan from Maine. How's it going?
That's good. I want to know if you guys give me advice for college.
Any advice for
college? Oh man, I
So
have some
we
advice.
Banana and I did college very differently.
Don't go into it with a girlfriend.
Yeah, that's the best advice, honestly.
Yeah.
I worked my way through college. Whenever I didn't have class, I was doing an internship, or I was DJing on Cape Cod, and I was doing traffic reporting in Boston. And I think I went to a grand total of maybe 2, 3, or 4 parties. Maybe I'm talking throughout the whole 3.5 years I graduated in. And so when I graduated, I had a job waiting for me, and I was ready to go, right into my career immediately.
He's asking for advice.
And that's how I did college. Now, Banana went to college, and it took her 10 years.
All right,
Because
not in a row, not 10 years in a row. I would just, at some 1 year I'd go to college, then I wouldn't go to college. Then I would
because
go to college.
she had a good time at college, and I feel like I have
I had
friends.
a better time not going to college, which is why I kept choosing not to go.
Okay, but I have friends that spent a lot of their time in college going to parties and meeting friends and just kind of enjoying the experience. And I feel like I missed out on that. But then a lot of them will be like, yeah, but you got to graduate and get right into a job, and a lot of them took 5 years, 6, 7, 8 years to get their careers going. So it's kind of what you want out of the experience. Do you want to prepare yourself for work, or do you want to have a good 4 years?
Well, I feel like we're glazing over the part of like, know exactly what you want to do. Do not go to college and not have a plan, because everything will end up bouncing back to like prereqs, like what did you do originally, and then you'll have to redo it if you didn't do it right the first time. So have a plan in place.
Have a plan.
And also just learn from the classes. I think college professors usually can be pretty cool. And
Absolutely. Well, right now I'm a lobster fisherman, so it's a self-employed job, so it's kind of cool. So I'm just learning to get a backup job, because right now our industry's kind of going downhill.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
Yeah, I would come up with a backup plan, and I would execute it concisely.
I've lived my whole life with a backup. I got my job and my backup job.
Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Caller, you're on. What life advice do you seek from Pete?
Hello.
I'm dealing with depression. I need a thing.
You what?
You need a thing. You need some advice.
All right, next caller.
Wait.
What happened?
Next caller. What life advice do you seek from Pete? She hung up.
Oh, she hung up.
Yeah.
I was like, you hung up on a depressed guy?
Yeah,
No, she hung up.
Okay. Hello. Who's this?
Hello?
Hey, I hear you. I don't see you.
It's Tyler from Tennessee.
Tyler
Again?
from Tennessee. Wait,
Didn't we already
You
talk
made
about
it in twice, man. Now you got some finger button pressing skills.
wait, is it the same Tyler from Tennessee?
I don't know. Caller, you're on. What life advice do you seek from Pete? Sorry if you're a Tyler from Tennessee.
A different Tyler
I
from
was like,
Tennessee.
we didn't find
Oh,
out.
this is A.A. Ron Valdez.
Hey, who's this?
How you doing? My name is Alfonso.
See, you guys suck
Calling
at
from
guessing names.
California.
This is Alfonso from California. This is why you shouldn't use your eyes.
Thanks for calling,
Use your
Alfonso.
ears. Alfonso
Hey,
from
man,
California. What's
I
going
have
on?
a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have cone rod dystrophy in my eyes.
Yep.
So basically, the sunshine, everything is too bright on my eyes. What kind of sunglasses do you use for, I guess, to not get headaches or stuff like that?
Well,
do you have a special brand, or is it
Yeah,
right off
I mean,
the shelf?
I don't want to do a commercial for them because they don't pay me or anything. But I have them on right now. These are the ones that I wear outside that prevent me from getting headaches. They are a very specific kind of sunglass made by Oakley. They are the 24 karat gold prism sunglasses. PRISM, I think. Could be Z.
We had
I'm
a
not
hard
sure.
time finding another pair, so that could be.
Yeah, they're actually kind of hard to find. They were limited edition. I think they might have stuck them in a couple frames. These are in the Flak Jacket 2.0, but they I have, if people don't know, I have the ability to see light and dark. But like
Yeah, that's what I have. I
Yeah.
could see indoors, but outside I cannot see. So I'm kind of aware like that. People don't understand
Yeah.
that once it's too bright outside, everything goes to hell.
Yeah.
So indoors, I'm fine.
Yeah, I
But-
mean indoors I still don't see anything, but outside I like to be able to see the horizon. Like I can tell sky from dark, so I don't want to just close my eyes. So I do wear these Oakley 24
Yeah.
karat prisms. They're just dark enough to let some light through that it doesn't give me a headache, but dark enough. Or they're dark enough so I don't get a headache. Light enough so that I can still see the horizon in front of me.
So just to make sure it's prism,
Yep.
like prism,
Yep.
PR. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, and keep doing what you're doing. I
24
appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for calling.
That was the best question yet.
Yeah.
Caller, you're on. What life advice do you seek from Pete?
So I'm a university student, and I'm taking an introduction course in basic. And I'm curious from a perspective of somebody that does entertainment. I mean, you make a lot of very entertaining videos. I have to do a debate about this dumb idea of is a hot dog a
We
sandwich?
can't really hear him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
We,
man.
I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
yeah,
I'm
we can't
super
hear.
sorry. I know it's hard to get through, but we couldn't hear the call.
Okay.
He was he was
That one hung
he was
up.
in university.
Caller, what life advice do you seek from Pete?
Hello.
Is this school or hello?
Hi.
Hey there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I
we
can
can.
totally hear you.
What's your name?
All right. I was just curious because the live stream
Yeah,
isn't
sorry,
working
dude.
correctly.
Oh, and Brooks nixed that one. I didn't know what that person was saying.
Caller, what life advice do you seek from Pete?
Hey, this is Bob from Tampa.
Oh,
Hi,
Bob.
Bob.
What's going on, Bob?
Hey, it's Bob from Tampa.
Hey, Bob
Is
from
he playing
Tampa.
with one of those chicken things that you had on one of your?
Grab that thing.
Where- wait, the giant chicken or the little
Are you talking about
sticky
sandwich
chicken?
or we're talking about
The,
this?
the sticky chickens, right?
Oh,
I've been playing it with this whole time.
you been playing with the sticky chicken?
Yeah.
It's literally been in my hand
Yeah.
for the
Oh.
last 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I didn't know what they were.
No, the little yellow thing in his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
what's,
these
what's
things.
the question about it?
All right, that's all I had. Bob from Tampa. Thanks
All
for
right,
the
Bob.
pasta tip.
Thanks for
We
mentioning
like
that.
I like the sticky chickens, apparently.
You know, if
Yeah.
someone asked me what Bob from Tampa was going to ask, I would have guessed that Bob from Tampa would ask about sticky chickens.
Hey, caller, what question do you have for Pete about your life?
Oh, another crappy cell phone. Who's got this terrible
Caller, you're on.
service?
What life advice do you seek?
What do you have advice for meeting new people? Because I don't like meeting people.
Meeting people is
Good question. Thank you.
scary. Yes, Brooks
Yeah.
approves of your question. Meeting new people is I don't like it.
He has stress about it.
I hate meeting new people too.
It's I feel like maybe I'm just making excuses, but I feel like it is harder for me these days. I don't have that initial. We can't look at each other. I can't look them in the eye. I don't know what they look like. I'm a little socially off sometimes because I don't get some of the cues. So for me, and Banana will tell you this is true, I do most of the talking. I kind of I when I meet new people, I will generally
He
try
feels
and
comfortable talking.
Yeah.
So that's how he cures
I
his
will
stress.
I'll control the conversation, but I've gotten better. Even if I'm controlling the conversation, I've learned to ask questions about people because people like to talk about themselves. But at least I'll try and get them talking about themselves.
I think a good tip too is to just go out places with a friend that you already have that's a extrovert.
Yeah, like a lot of times
and
I kind of
be the friend of the friend and just keep making friends of friends of friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Great answers. Was that good enough for you, man?
Or
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Cool.
Thank you for the question.
Brooks approves. We
More
should have like
questions like that, please.
we should have like a Brooks approve meter.
Caller, you're on. I'll do a thumbs or up and thumbs down. Actually.
Okay. Who's this?
Bye.
Oh.
Brooks is stressing me out. I gotta go pee. I gotta go.
Caller, you're on.
Wait, you're actually leaving?
Yeah, just for a second.
Okay.
Should I dial it back?
Whoa,
Hello.
Hey.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
The chat's loving it.
You're fine.
Okay.
So I do have a few questions.
Okay. We'll see how far you get.
You get one question.
This will test Brooks.
You get one question.
What if the one
Unless
is
they don't.
awesome? All right, give us the first one.
Oh, that's cool.
No, go ahead. Go with the first question.
Go.
Oh yeah, sorry. So what is it like just being blind?
Oh, that's a bad
Brooks
question. I'm
thumbs
sorry,
down.
you lost.
I could feel Brooks thumbs downing.
Big thumbs down. All right, caller, you're on. Life advice questions.
It's awesome. I love it. You should try it. Go ahead. Sorry. Who's this? Hello.
It's a ghost.
All right, you're done.
Ah. How frustrating must that be to finally get through and then not?
And then I deny you. Caller, you're on.
Hey.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I have a question for advice about a girl.
Good.
Perfect.
Would that be possible to ask or no?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Let's go.
We've got a wide range.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Basically, it's just a normal situation where I like her but someone else.
You what?
Also, she's 2 years older than me.
You like her, but what? She's with someone else?
Someone else that's younger than me.
Oh man, you're breaking up.
At 2 years older is not a problem. That's beneficial.
Yeah. But one more time, your phone's breaking up on us. Try it one more time.
Oh man.
Wait. We
I
gotta
like
get...
her. Be like someone else.
She likes someone else.
She likes someone else.
And she's 2 years older.
Okay, so we got the basics here.
Okay, now we
He
can
likes
go.
her.
We can
She likes someone else. I had a huge crush on a girl in 7th grade, and she was seeing someone else as much as you see them in 7th grade. I basically just had to wait my. I was going to say turn. That sounds like it's
I was
like
just
a
gonna say, give
Ferris
up,
wheel.
focus on yourself.
Well, that works, but I mean, here's the thing that people tell you, and they're not wrong. But if you're meant to be together, you will be together.
Yeah,
and I know it
exactly.
sounds cheesy, but this girl and I actually did end up. We went to the senior prom together. We were together but it happened. It did happen, and I liked her for all those 6 years. And I saw other people, and she saw other people. But eventually, we got together. And I know it sounds cheesy, but if
Also,
it's going to happen, it'll happen.
Yeah, and if she's not dating anyone else, technically, if she just likes someone else, be persistent without being creepy, I guess.
Well, that's important. Don't persistence good, but to a degree. You don't want to
Focus on yourself, King.
There you go.
Develop your skills. Become a strong, intelligent man, and she
Yeah.
will come your way.
There you go. That's good too.
All right. Thank you. Caller, you're on. Life advice from Pete.
Hello?
Hello. You are on.
Oh, I finally did it. Sweet.
How many times did you try?
47.
Whoa.
No.
That's a lot. What's your name, by the way?
My name's David.
David. All right. What do you got for us, David?
How do I learn perseverance and confidence?
Great question.
High school is a turd.
Okay. Wait.
In high school, is it
how do I learn what confidence?
Perseverance and confidence.
Oh, perseverance and confidence. Confidence comes from success generally. Now you can fake it until you make it, but I feel like people see through that. So whatever, like if you're like really good in art class, like I'm not saying you have to be like the high school quarterback stud who wins all the games. Like whatever you're good at, if you're good at drawing, if you're good at
Or
art,
just
if
set
you
a goal and accomplish it.
yeah,
and
any
succeed
any
in something.
any set of goals or single goal that you want to accomplish is going to be good for you in the long run. It's going to help your mental well-being, and you will start to realize that you can accomplish things, and then you'll start to feel better about yourself, and it'll snowball. Set small goals and things that you enjoy doing, and you will definitely start to build self-confidence as time goes on. But it's important to do that in things that you enjoy. Things that you take on a hobby or a class or something that don't just take it on because you think that's what people want you to do. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yeah. Also, how do I stop spontaneously catching on fire?
Well, that happened to me for a couple of years where I'd just be walking down the street and I'd break out into flames, and I just realized that I was too good looking, and when you're that hot,
What did I miss?
you're gonna catch on fire. So just try and mess up your hair a little bit, or don't wear such revealing clothing. Don't look as hot, and you won't burst out into flames.
What?
I'm like 100% serious. Like I'm walking in my neighborhood and I will just catch on fire. It's like my arm is on fire and I won't even notice for like 15 minutes.
Cool.
That's very unfortunate.
Stop playing with gas.
All right. Thank you, sir, for the great questions. Caller, you're on. What life advice do you seek from Pete?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Who's this?
Is this Pete Gustin?
It is.
All right. I'm sorry, dude.
And Brooks, thumbs down to you. I am shocked with how fast people are calling.
Caller, what life advice? That's why we should just burn through them.
Oh.
I think if Tyler from Tennessee calls one more time, we should give him a try.
No.
See what he has to say.
All right, caller, what do you
I
seek
really
from
want
Pete?
to know what he has to say.
Hello.
Hello, caller.
Oh, that was people getting scared.
Hey,
Caller,
they
what
tried
life advice do you
47
seek from
times.
Pete?
I hear you.
How do you stop talking to toxic people without feeling bad?
Ooh.
How do you stop? Give me that one more.
Talking to toxic people without feeling bad.
Oh, good question.
Mhm.
Great question.
This is going to be.
with this.
Yeah,
This is going to be a group. I feel like Banana has thoughts. Can I let you take the lead?
I'll say what I think.
You go ahead.
You just cut them off completely, block them on all social media, and never speak to them again.
But they said without feeling bad. So
But you've already identified that they're toxic to you, so
You shouldn't
you
feel
know
bad.
the answer. You know that you need to not talk to them anymore, and you need to do it for the benefit of yourself.
Yeah, I think they're right. I think don't feel bad. If you know they're toxic, don't feel bad. I guess that's the answer.
Technically, it's going to be better in the end there, right?
Yeah.
Either way.
You could be like, I don't know, say something nice, be like, it's, I don't know.
No, and then you're couching.
Like, I
I
couldn't
think
come
you're
up with
couching it.
anything.
I think you've identified the problem, and you just need to not feel bad.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, don't feel bad.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Wait, that's it. Hold on.
was
Before
it.
you, did you already answer?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do this one. I'm gonna come back to that real quick. Who's this?
Bye.
All right. Hold on one second before you answer the next one. If you have identified that there is a toxic person in your life, I think every one of us in this room, and probably most people that are watching this, have had a person in their life that you know is bad. You do need to get rid of that person, and you should not feel bad about that. We were kind of just trying to find our answer, but I feel like that's a really important thing to get out there. Don't surround yourself by people that are going to put you down, make you feel bad, put you in bad circumstances, or do bad things to you. You do have to get rid of that person. You should not feel bad
This
about
guy's
it.
like, I've got the ring.
Okay, but
What's happening?
what about the area of like?
Hold on. Next caller's on.
48. What do you want?
Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Pete? All right, cool. I finally got through. I'm from New Mexico, and my name's Craig.
Craig.
Yes.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, cool. I'm just in awe right now.
Awesome. I hope you have a question
All right,
quickly
what's the
before Brooks
question?
gets
Do you have any religious preferences, or do you know Jesus?
No, we're not doing that.
I don't go into that online. I feel like that's just a good way to start fights.
Caller, what advice do you seek from Pete?
How do you deal with anxiety?
I have to deal with anxiety a lot.
Every situation is anxious.
Everything is nerve-wracking to me. Going to new places, meeting new people, doing new things. Even my job can
How do you
be
deal with it?
extraordinarily
Breath work.
nerve-wracking.
That's what I would say.
What
I
did you
can
say?
teach you a meditation that's really excellent if you think you're going to have a panic attack.
Well, no, for me, what I do is whatever the situation is, I fall back. You have a foundation of things in your life that you're comfortable with. Like I said, I'm nervous meeting new people, but I'm good at conversation and starting conversations. So I try and block out all the things that are making me nervous. The fact that I don't know what the person looks like, I don't know their background, I don't know anything about them, but I know I can talk. So I'll fall back on the things that I am comfortable with, and I try and get through difficult situations by focusing on things that I know I'm good with or that I know I can do. And that usually kind of helps me. If you focus on your strong points, you can generally make it through more difficult situations. You have to break down the situation into more manageable bits, though. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Awesome. Thank
That
you
was
for
a
the
great
question.
question.
Thank you
10
for
out of 10.
calling.
Caller, you're on. What life advice do you seek from Pete?
Whoa, that was.
Don't say you got through in your first try. You're going to bum out a lot of people.
Yeah. Did you get
Very first. Okay, this is something that's kind of ironic that.
Mr. 47 sucks.
Yeah. What's your name?
First try. Okay. I love you guys, all of you, all four of you. I kind of wish Misha was here. Whatever, it's all good.
Loved you.
We were talking about toxic. Someone asked about toxic people. Okay, really, something toxic I experience a lot. Question about your opinion as a man who cannot see but lost his. Okay, what do you think of people who have awful vision? We get called blind.
That doesn't bother me. I can't go through life getting all upset about stuff like that. I remember I was at a Halloween party and two people showed up as blind referees. You know, they had their referee outfits on, they had their sticks, and some people were like, "Oh my God, are you offended by this? Is this offensive?" And I'm like, "No, man, like that."
Sticks and stones, my big words will never hurt.
Oh, that's kind of all I wanted to hear, because every time I hear that, it's like, dude, you're not making fun of me. You're making fun of blind people.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Don't say that about.
Yeah.
But no, to hear you say that is just like so reassuring. It makes me feel so much better.
That's good. I'm glad we made you feel better.
Yeah,
about that.
you're welcome to go
You
tell
kinda
one of
made
your
my day with that
visually
one.
impaired friends that they're blind next time that they,
Yeah.
miss something
You
you
can
try
let
and
that
throw
one
to
go.
them.
It was be like, whatever.
You tell them Pete Gustin says it's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the question.
Bye.
That was a good one.
Caller, what life advice do you seek from Pete?
Hey, sorry, I'm kind of nervous that I even got through.
You won.
You won. What's your name, by the way? Start with that. Start with something you're comfortable
Oh,
with. This
my
what we're
name
talking
is Elijah.
about. Elijah. Okay. And what is your question?
Hold on, I'm trying to put in the speaker. Okay.
Uh-oh.
5, 4, 3.
I feel the
He's
approach.
doing it. He's doing it. Go ahead, ask the question.
Dinner.
Dinner?
Dinner. Guinness?
Guinness at
I
dinner.
mean, dude, I'm nervous. Sorry.
All right, sorry, man.
That's okay. I appreciate your
If it was
calling.
Guinness or dinner,
Guinness or dinner.
I like
Guinness or
Caller,
dinner.
Thank you.
It
what
might
is your
make
life
you kinda
advice
full.
you seek from Pete?
Hi there, this is Matthew from New York.
Matthew from
Hi.
New York. Hey.
Hey guys, oh, it's so nice to hear you guys over this phone. I've been listening to you guys this whole time and then the whole hour last week.
Cool.
awesome.
Thank you for
Nice.
joining us. Glad you
How
could
was
get
it, man?
through.
Yeah, awesome. I've been dying to ask you this question. It's been on my mind. I'm a big foodie. I love eating, and I was curious, how has being blind changed your eating habits and how you taste things?
So Brooks and Banana, I did a whole series for a while when I had what did I break? A thumb, finger? I don't know. I was out of the wire for a while, so we started doing blind guy taste test, and it is shocking how different things taste when you don't know what you're eating. I think I've covered
Just
that a
like
lot.
on like the chef, they do like small tastings and they like
Yeah. But
stupid guesses.
I will also say to the other part of your question, how has it changed my habits? I will from, not always, like if I really want a meal, I'm going to get it. But sometimes if I'm out and I'm with people that I'm not super comfortable with, I will intentionally grab something that I can handle with my hands, like a burrito or a burger or pizza, because I don't feel like trying to find where everything is on my plate with the knife and fork.
Yeah.
It can be kind of tricky. So I'll just go for hand food. It's definitely something when you don't know where anything
Wow.
on your plate is, you don't really want to play hunt and peck. You just want to eat.
Get some off the neighbors. You never know.
Yeah, stab.
Yep.
Cool. Thanks for the
Wow,
question.
totally understandable. That's crazy. I would have never thought of that.
Appreciate it.
Thank
It's
you
an
for
interesting one.
thank you for calling. Thank you for
That's what it's
watching.
about anyways.
Caller, what life advice do you seek from Pete? We got 10 minutes left. By the way.
Okay. Who's this?
Hi, Pete.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. Turn your YouTube down a little bit in the background so we can hear you. What's your name?
How are you? Yes, sir. I'll be happy to. I'm Teresa. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee. My husband and I love your show.
Oh, thank you. That's great to hear.
Good Tennessee
So many
presence
people
here.
from
Yeah.
not California.
Yeah, we get a little nervous when you open the packages with the big knife, man.
That knife's been kicking around
Kinda
for a
freaks
very
us-
long time.
Yeah, it kind of freaks us out a little bit. I'm sitting there holding my breath, but they're very entertaining.
There is a clip that did not make it into any of the videos because I'm always very, very careful with the knife. Like I said in the last one that I posted, the best way to not cut your hand
Yeah.
with the knife is not hit your hand with the knife. But this didn't make it into the video, but it was kind of funny. I was done with the knife and I just kind of tossed it on the ground. I just tossed it. I don't know why. It wasn't very smart. It bounced up and it went thunk right off of my ankle and it kind of dinked me pretty hard. And I was like, oh, I did get hit by a knife. Look at that. Everybody was right.
Oh, no.
Did you have a question?
Well, yeah, I just want to tell you how great you are. Thanks for your entertainment. My husband would like to say hello.
Okay.
Sorry, that's not okay.
Oh, Brooks. Whatever Teresa's husband's name was.
You can just all
Hi.
hate Brooks.
Yeah, everyone can hate me. That's fine.
Hello.
Caller.
Hey, who's this?
Hey, so this is Jonathan from Israel. I just wanted to say hello again.
Wow. Wait,
Oh, yeah, you
did
called,
you
uh,
did you
the
get
last
through
one
last?
We spoke last time.
Yeah, I actually didn't
Yeah.
know if this number worked internationally, so that's good to know.
Okay, Jonathan, do you have a question?
Yeah, yes, I do. It's a sleeping question.
Okay.
When I wake up in the morning, I burst out in laughter. Any way you can help me do something with that?
Well, the problem is that
Is
you're
that
watching.
true? Is
No,
that
he's watching blind surfer videos when he wakes up, so he bursts out in
Yeah.
laughter.
You gotta,
That's what
you gotta
happens.
not go straight for the
Because,
phone.
dude, you must just have a really good life then. If you
Yeah,
wake
I
up
was
trying to
and
make-
laugh, your
I
whole
was
rest
trying to
of your
make
day
Brooke
is
laugh.
settled.
That's all I wanted to
You
do.
did.
Yeah,
Brooke
yeah.
can laugh a little bit.
That was a good one.
You got me a
Okay,
little
good.
bit.
I like it.
All
Like
right,
them a
thank you.
moment.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. I like how the guy from Israel gets through 2 weeks in a row.
Caller,
Wake up a lot.
what life advice do you seek from
That'd be
Pete?
pretty
I inspired his sister to start surfing.
Oh.
Remember.
Hello, is everybody there?
Yeah, hey,
Yeah, we're
good.
here.
Oh,
who's this?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was a fast 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did 5 4.
blast off.
Caller, what life advice do you
His
seek
finger
from
was
Pete?
committed at 2.
What's your favorite dog breed?
Favorite dog? It isn't life advice.
That's
it's-
not life advice.
it
Thumbs
is-
down.
Well,
but
come on,
just
but
give him
we
a
like
quick one-word
dogs.
answer. One-word answer.
Doberman.
Okay.
Sorry, Steve, wherever you are. I love my GSP too. And Skylar, wherever she is. Is she still around?
Caller,
I
what
was
life
going
advice
last
do you
real
seek
nice.
from Pete?
He's like, oh yeah, in this one.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Brooks. Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Hey, Pete.
Hey, how's it going?
Who's this?
I'm Ryder from Wimberley, Texas.
Ryder from Texas. What do you got for us?
Well, I just had a question about your surfing videos. I just love them. I've been subscribed for a while.
Cool.
I didn't think I would get through, but how did you start surfing while blind?
That's a loaded question.
Unfortunately,
I'm sorry, man.
Brooks is not going to let you.
Yeah, that's me.
On a phone board.
I just
There's a
decided.
lot of
Caller,
videos.
what life advice do you seek from Pete?
Hey, first of all, I just want to say I'm sorry for the random calls. I tried connecting the first time and it just cut off on me. And the
That's
second
fine.
time I
What's
was
your
trying to watch
question?
YouTube.
You don't have to apologize. What's your
my,
question?
my question is, I've been having real trouble trying to keep myself together when it comes to taking care of projects, and knowing you and the confidence that you have, even with the life that you have, to do just about anything. I was just wondering, how do you gain that confidence over time?
I think someone kind of asked this a little bit before, but getting through projects is really, it's always I might be repeating myself, but it is breaking down your tasks into more small, bite-sized, manageable tasks. You have to manage your time. Time management is extraordinarily important, I
Yeah,
find.
all successful people talk about time.
Yeah, well, you can't screw off throughout the day and expect that at the end of the day you're just going to finish this huge task that should have taken you all day. If it's a task that's going to take a week, you got to dedicate the whole
I
week
can
to
do a
it.
couple self-help books talking about time
I
management.
feel
Yeah.
good.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you're good. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say, yeah, I should have known that when I was trying to build an entire proton pack replica for the upcoming Ghostbusters movie, and I basically messed myself up.
No, did you spend too much time on that and didn't get to the rest of your life, or you didn't finish that project?
The latter.
Yeah, it's definitely a matter of prioritizing what you need to get done and what you want to get done.
And being realistic about the time that you have.
Yeah.
Thank you for the question. Caller, what life advice do you seek from Pete?
That's me, I'm Pete.
Hi, this is Frank calling from Calgary, Canada, Alberta.
How's it going? Did you say your name was Frank?
Oh yes, that's me. So yeah.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Good to hear from you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh my
Our first Canadian. Brooks doesn't like Canadians.
Yeah, actually, I don't.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
What's your life advice for?
Wait, actually, it's through.
Yeah, you're on.
Please ask a question.
Oh, hi.
You said why? The question.
Well, I just wanted to say hi.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
Oh no, Brooks is.
Disappointment.
Oh, we didn't get to know their name, where they were from. They just said hi. I'm gonna say hi back. Hi.
What's your question?
Hello.
Pete.
You. Who's this?
Banana Brooks.
Yes, we exist. What's your question?
My question to you is I want to know why this is the second live you've had that I've watched, and there ain't a devilishly handsome hound sitting with you.
Well, there's a lot of wires in here,
You
and
eat every little piece.
he's really still half insane. He's a very lovable, happy little boy. He's in the other room. We gave him a nice treat. He's enjoying himself. But we have, I don't know
Yeah.
what's in frame, but like this is just a small portion of the wires that are making this setup run.
More than Octopus Lake.
And Steve would just ruin the whole thing. We'll try and get him in here at some point, but there's just a lot going on.
He's kind of like
Absolutely.
an obnoxious cat.
But-
We love the chaos.
love your accent. Thank you for the call.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking about Steve.
You sound like Brooks' mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. That's why I like it. Caller, what's your question?
How do you react to someone bullying you?
Good question.
Huh. So
Mess them up.
I did a whole video on this. The video, it is called "My Principal Let Me Fight." Was it My Principal Let Me Fight 6 Kids? I don't like to give this advice out because it's kind
Yeah,
of
it's kind of like generational.
it is. So I'll just tell you my story. I'm not going to say this is what, and I can do it quickly. Don't worry. And I'm not saying this is what you should do. I'm going to tell you what I did. I was losing my eyesight at a pretty noticeable rate in 7th grade, and kids started picking on me. Long story short, when they pushed me, I pushed back. And it was actually my cousin who told me that people won't want to pick on the blind kid anymore if they get beat up by the blind kid. I'm like, that's some good advice. It was my cousin Mike told me that. And I wasn't a big kid at all, but I kind of just made it not worth their while. If they started to pick on me, I definitely made it not worth their while. Now, do not go to school tomorrow or on Monday
And say,
and
"The
be
blind
like,
server
Pete
told me
told me
to."
to punch the. This was the 80s. It
Oh,
was a different
Josh did.
time. Maybe these, I'm telling you what I did back in the late 80s, whatever. Maybe these days you're supposed to get the principal involved and you're supposed to have your parents. But I have found that
I would say just stand up for yourself no matter how you do it, whether it's
Depends on what kind of bullying it is, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's healthy bullying or not
cyber
healthy
bullying.
Okay.
healthy bullying. Yeah, that's true. I
Just
went,
stand up for yourself.
I went to physical. If it's
don't
not
take it.
physical, if you can be more clever, if you can get better comebacks. But if you're being like, if you're telling me that you're getting beat up in school
Get
every
really
day,
good at dancing and challenge them to a dance-off.
Yes.
That's a
Show
very
them
the best
nonviolent
advice
way,
out
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think that was a good one to end on. We're at 4:59, and we have
Okay.
2 super chats you can answer.
Okay. I feel like I've been in an assembly line. You're like, here's another one, here's another one, here's another one.
Literally a million.
No more calls.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so I'm gonna close. How do I close Zoom?
You can just leave
You
it.
just leave it, just
Okay.
not answer.
All right, so we have 2 super chats we're going to read. One is for $5 from Mr. Rainbow Loves Coffee.
Nice.
Hello, this is Jonathan from Tel Aviv, Israel. Thank you very much for all your wonderful memories, and you're beautiful.
I'm beautiful?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Very nice.
So beautiful.
No,
It's
I've been
'cause you
told.
shaved.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. I was told to shave right before this.
Yeah.
And then we have $10 from Brandy Firmage. Hope
Dang,
she's
10
still here.
bucks.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
I'm
good.
Brandy from
Baller.
California and single. I love yours and Banana's relationship,
Huh.
in parentheses, what we get to see. And I need advice on love and how I can find my own banana.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
It's
I
hard
mean,
out
it's
there.
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
It's tough.
It's
You paid $10. She
Just
paid,
be
he-
like
he
you have to
paid,
be
he paid.
yourself in order to have a relationship that.
I was gonna say that. I also feel like you have to meet the person. I feel like you'll know, like, kind of right away, as long as you're being yourself, and you just click with some people, and then some people you don't. And I think some people chase the person that they think they're supposed to be with. Like, I want that woman, or I want to be with that kind of guy. I don't chase what you think you need to find in your life. You will find the right person, and you will know without having to try and fit them into a box of your life, I think.
We could add in the piece of advice of like when most people meet online. Don't excuse me. Don't waste your time like with all this back and forth chatting. Just meet somebody in person
Yeah.
like
Right away.
immediately.
And I will say, look for red flags. Be very aware of red flags.
Yeah.
If they exist in the first couple months, they will exist forever.
Yeah.
People do not change.
Yeah. Don't meet a guy and be like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
change this guy.
Or girl.
Or a girl.
People do not change.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They is what they is. And pheromones are real too.
And don't settle.
Pheromones.
Yeah, pheromones are real. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
It's
Chemistry.
a thing.
Chemistry is important.
Sometimes I don't have to say a word, and people are like, I'm just so into you.
And then you say a word. And
Yeah,
it's really
exactly.
And then you say a word and they're like, oh,
comparing.
forget
what's
this.
worth it.
All right, well, that's time.
All
Okay.
right.
Out live.
All right. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.